We are live. Welcome to the Ben Mallah Podcast, where Ben Mallah is going to answer your real estate questions. To submit your question, go to benmallah.com/podcast and submit your question with the phone number. If you want to get a guaranteed call, you can go to FastPass. Just go to benmallah.com/shop, find a FastPass, or you can get a consult with Ben, 10-15 minute phone call with Ben, private one-on-one. So you can do that. And then me and Aaron are also going to read super chats. So if you have some questions, Ben can quickly answer them. And Ben's going to read the ones that are over $20, something like that. So Ben, how's it?
Answer the questions. If people got real questions, for $20, we'll try to give you the goddamn answer.
That's right. You heard the man. So.
What the hell is Aaron? You know, it's funny. You know, nobody cares when I need to do something. They don't worry about when they got to do something. Where the hell's Aaron at? You know, you can't depend on your own kids. Then what can you depend on?
Yeah, where is Aaron?
Shit. His birthday is over. I've had it with him and his birthday. His birthday lasted a whole goddamn week. Just got back from a weekend of 6 teenagers on a yacht with plenty of toys.
What's up? What's up, everybody?
He didn't just ride that scooter in the house. His mother's going to kill him. He rode the scooter in the house, Carla.
Aaron, do not ride the scooter in the house.
He's going to ruin the floors. You know, what's a spoiled brat? Thank you very much, Carla.
Well,
Hot
welcome.
tea. I got hot tea from a hottie.
Jesus.
You shouldn't have heard that.
How are you doing today? What's up? I haven't seen you all day. I've been
I
at
need
school.
a vacation from the weekend of you and 5 other 13 and 14-year-olds.
Yeah.
And
No,
one had a broken leg.
Yeah,
He brings a
true.
friend along on a boat where he can do all these water sports, and the kid's got a broken leg. His crutches are screwing up my boat. He's making marks with his goddamn boot on my carpeting.
Yep.
But he's a very nice young man. I felt bad because he sat there watching you guys have all this fun.
He had fun.
And it
He
turned
tanned.
out his birthday's today.
That's
Happy
true.
birthday.
Hey, we got him a cake and everything, so it's all
yeah,
good.
he shared a
He had
cake.
fun.
He added his name onto yours.
It was fun. I appreciate it. That was a really fun
I
time.
hope you do appreciate it because you're going to pay me back dearly.
Yeah, I will. Which I did.
You did.
Yeah. Guess what? Today, I just got accepted to one of the best high schools around. So I'm really proud.
I wonder how much that's going to cost me.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
all they did was they figured. You know what those schools do? Those rich schools. They look up how much is the parent. Look up the parent. What's the parent got? The parent got money. All right, let him in. No, well, congratulations. I know you applied yourself, and your good grades got you in
tried.
there. And you finally got a halfway decent hair. Why did you just got a haircut, and you still got the bird's nest on top? Get rid of the bird's nest.
First of all, I
he
tried.
was laying down by the pool,
No.
and the goddamn bird sat in his friggin' head thinking that they were going to lay their eggs there.
I tried to shave the sides and leave the top, but he wouldn't let me.
Yeah.
Because he thought it was...
Crazy. You want to be crazy? Crazy means lazy. Anyway, so here we are. It's Monday. I had a very rough weekend, and now I need a break
Fun weekend.
for you. Anyway, what else we got? We got something going on tonight?
We got super
Anybody
chat.
We
has
got
any
super
real
chats.
estate problems? Any questions? Anybody want to get their ass out there and make some money? Borrow some money right now. I can't believe every time I turn around, the rates are going lower and lower, and then they're going to come up. The 10-year Treasury is starting to come up. And when the 10-year Treasury comes up and starts bouncing around, eventually rates are going to go up. And I think they're going to have to raise rates somehow. I don't know. I don't know what this government's going to do. They're giving away trillions of dollars. Where the hell's that coming from? And how the hell does it matter anymore? I don't know. Maybe the government really owns Bitcoin. I don't know.
Maybe.
Maybe the government's invested in Bitcoin.
Yeah, maybe.
All I know is I need a lot of coin. I don't need coins. I need dollars.
Ben Coin.
I don't need coins. I need billions right now. I wish this shit would turn around already. I'm sick and tired of these damn empty-ass hotels. I hope if I do it on a Thursday, I really need help on Thursdays and Sundays because I know Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday is probably out of question. I need people to come to town on Thursdays and Sundays. I'm going to plan some events on Thursdays and Sundays, and I hope somebody shows up because we need some business, baby, business. And now we're really screwed up because you know why? It gets a little busy on the weekends, but then it's dead during the week. So how the hell do you work payroll on that? You got people just wanting to work weekends? It ain't that easy, believe me. The hotel business is a friggin' nightmare. And I read today that New York is getting crushed. A company walked away from hundreds of millions of dollars worth of hotels right in Times fucking Square. They walked away. I read the article today. They just told the bank, hey, they actually gave the bank money. There was a loan on a property, and then they gave the bank money. It was like they owed the bank a couple of $100 million, and they gave the bank, they said, listen, we're going to give you the properties and $20 million just to get us the hell out of the hotels right now in Times Square, New York City. Truth to happen. I read it today.
Especially in New York. They're screwed over there.
People are paying to get out of the hotel business, but I'm not. I'm going to fight the storm. I'm going to win the war. I'm going to sit down and die.
For all the super
win.
chats we get.
Even though it might be peaceful to die.
Thank you for all the super chats.
All right, let's go. Get it going. Let's go.
Reading them tonight.
Go ahead. Start reading. Don't miss them.
Saul Merritt, thank you for the $19.99. He said Krabby's restaurant is taking over Gators. Can't wait.
Krabby's is taking over Gators. I know the owner of Krabby's. I'd be talking about the Krabby, what's it called?
Bill?
Krabby Bill. I know Krabby Bill. I knew the father. I knew the son.
I think he's talking about the knockoff one in Clearwater, the one across from Frank's restaurant.
I hope not. That's not the real one.
I know, it's the knockoff.
I'm going to call the owner tomorrow and find out if he's doing it. I already told Frank to do it. But Frank, Frank's hoity-toity. He wants to be in this fancy cuisine, the high-end stuff. He don't like that hardcore beer drinking. He comes from that life, but he doesn't run his business that way. He wants to run a very respectable place. He'd make a fortune at the old Gators across John's Pass selling booze and the boats and the food. I could do it, but I don't want to do it. That business is way too much work. That's worse than the hotel business, being in a restaurant business. What else you got?
Toby Zahradnik, thank you for the $159.99.
What?
A's.
It's like $124.
124
In what country?
American dollars. No, 124 American dollars.
I think that's Australian dollars, maybe.
Australian, Aussies. I like Aussie. They're calling me right now. They want to rent some space for me, Outback.
It's a lot.
But Outback's
Thank you.
not Australian. Never was.
Anyways.
It was invented by a guy here in Clearwater and was sold to the Chinese, I think. What else?
Toby, thank you. He said, hey, Ben, thanks for taking time out of your day when you could be relaxing in your pool, having a drink and a smoke. Here's my question. What has been your best return on investment and why?
I've had a lot of good investments. They've been all over the board. I've scored big in the hotels. I've scored big in the apartments. I've scored big even in retail. I mean, there's a deal. I've scored in all of them, but, you're going to have your hot deals in every sector. Student housing, that was a home run for us. It's all about being at the right place, at the right time, with the right deal, and the money ready to go. Ready to spend that money. Because the day you spend that money is the day you make that money. Anything else?
No, that was a good one. Saul Merritt, thank you again for the $4.99. He said, yes, the one in Clearwater. The Krabby's across from Frank's place.
Well,
knockoff one.
There's a whole story behind that. I don't know the owners of that. I've heard a bad story about it. The food, I didn't think was good at all, that place. They just pick a high, you know what they do? They pick a high traffic location where you're going to get business, even if your food sucks, even if the service sucks. You got a caller or something? What the hell are you interrupting us for?
Ben!
What the hell are you interrupting
Mr. Ben, how are you?
Stop screaming, goddammit!
Okay, how are you?
What's up?
I love your content. I love you. I love you. You got a great content. Thank you for everything. Thank you, Rafal. Thank you to you.
Thank
love
you.
Your
Thank
content.
you.
Appreciate it a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Have a nice night.
No. Hold on. I got a question.
He's blowing my
Mr.
eardrums
Ben.
out. What?
Okay, I have a question. My question is this. Mr. Ben, I'm 24 years old. I live in Northern Virginia. I have $150K in the stock market, $0 in the bank. And I'm making good money, $10,000 every month. I'm putting aside. I'm making $12,000. I'm saving $10,000. I have a house that is $400K. I put 10-20% down. Mr. Ben, what do you think? Should I keep saving and putting in the stock market for the long term and just keep reaping the gains, 10%, 11% every year?
Listen, you should do. I do everything. Yeah. Okay, that's what saved my ass during COVID. Diversify. Okay. Try to have money coming in. Can I hear? Am I loud enough line? He bummed me out. You got to have money coming in from every direction you can. Okay? I can't. Am I think loud enough? All right. There we go. Now we're talking. You got to do everything you possibly humanly can. If you got money working for you in the stock market, great. If you can take that money and put it in a good real estate investment, great. Do everything you can, but you better not screw up and buy a bad deal or invest in some shitty stock. Common sense.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. I don't do that.
I don't do that. What do you do?
Yeah. My second question is bad. My second question is this. Yeah. My second question is this. What do you think is like what do you think I should do to be a big shot like you? I want to be a big shot like you.
You want to be a big shot, did you? You have to open up your mouth. You want to be a big shot, did you? All your friends got to be knocked out. Okay. Seriously, you got to just grow. Okay? Look at me. I used to be 200 pounds. Now I grew about 325, baby. Listen, you could be a big shot. Everybody can do everything they want. They put their friggin' mind to it and focus on doing it. All right? Get out there, find a deal, and do it. Even in West Virginia, things can happen.
Yeah, Northern Virginia. Mr. Ben,
Northern, Western...
Northern Virginia. It's a really expensive market. It's really hard to find triple net deals or any deals that sold, any apartments, anything. Fixer-uppers, it's impossible to find them out here.
Well, then you got to go where the money's at. Otherwise, then you're stuck. Your life depends on where you pretty much live. If you live somewhere where you can't make no big money, then I don't know. To me, why would you live somewhere, where you can't make any money? But if you're doing okay, then you're happy. But this deal is just spread your wings a little. Go outside in Northern and go to Central Virginia or go somewhere outside your normal surroundings and find an opportunity. Yeah. Somewhere that's growing in Virginia. If you're in the state of Virginia, you can find somewhere growing.
Yeah.
Military.
Mr.
A lot of military there, ain't there?
Yeah, the military is here. Yeah, it's like 20 miles from here.
Well, then do some military housing. Start off small and grow. You got any colleges around? Do some student housing. Do something.
Yeah, I do student housing right now. Yeah. I do Airbnb and I rent out my basement to students.
There you go. Then do more. You put poor students in a fucking basement, you little... Ooh, you're a terror. I hope is there heat down in that basement?
There's everything down there. I take care of them. I take care of my people.
Take care of them, yeah. All right, what else you got? Come on, we ain't got all friggin' night. What do you got?
Is it good to play the appreciation game, or should I be happy just with the cash flow? If I get a little cash flow on a deal like $300, $400 on like 8%, 7% return on cash, is it good to play that game, or should I just hope for appreciation and less cash flow? What do you think?
I mean, you take whatever you feel is a good deal for you, but if you got cash flow and you're still buying down your principal by paying the bank back some of the money you owe them, then you got that in your favor also. But it depends on how much you invested. If you can invest $30,000 and get $3,000 a year off of it, hell yeah. But it's all about rate of return. What are you getting in return for your time and money? All right? Good luck.
Okay.
Good luck. All right? What else we got?
We have a bunch of super chats. So
that guy talked faster than I talk.
Shagad H, thank you for the $20. He said,
Thank
"Hey
you very
Ben,
much.
how overvalued are the average houses across USA now compared to 10 to 20 years ago? Do you suggest wait for the market to crash when interest rates go up, or buy in now?"
You see, it's the same thing. Whether if you're buying a house for $250,000 and the interest rate is 2%, okay, then if you buy that same house for, say, $350,000 and the interest rate's 4%, it's the same goddamn thing. I mean, the point is, people say, "Oh my God, I overpaid for my house." Well, what's your interest rate? Well, that's it. Interest rates go up and prices go down. If interest rates are down, then prices go up. But as long as you did it all at the right time and you got a low interest rate and the market comes down in real estate, who cares the price of real estate goes down? If you're locked in at a friggin' rate that you're cash flowing at, it's the same shit. Unless you're selling. I mean, yeah, you can't refinance as much and pull as much money out. But listen, the point is, if you're doing something positive. As long as it's positive and not negative.
All right. David S., thank you for the $4.99. He says, stop complaining about empty hotels. I messaged you on Twitter looking for a long stay in Orlando or Fort Lauderdale. These goons working for you will bankrupt you.
Well, then send me your information and I'll talk to you. But there's two sides to every story, and then there's the truth, okay? Because a lot of times I get complaints. I look into the complaints. Turns out there's two sides to that story. And there's a reason why you're complaining about my goons. And my goons will kick your ass, boy. Anyway, contact Rafal. I'll personally help you get a secure rental if you're looking for something right now.
Ask Ben at benma.com.
And I'll be the friggin' goon. What else you got?
Komadash, thank you for the $4.99. He said, what's your thoughts on the Jacksonville market?
I don't know Jacksonville that well. I own a Home Depot out there near it in Jacksonville and a BJ's. Every neighborhood, every city the size of Jacksonville, you got your good, you got your bad, and you got your ugly. So you got to get your ass out there and, go look at the good and the bad, and if you can handle the bad, and see. Every town's got good and bad, Tampa, everywhere. Believe me, there's a giant port there, so there's a lot of money flowing through the town. How much of it stays there? Go out there and find out. But, always near the water's better.
We got a caller.
We have a caller. What is the caller? Hello? We got no damn caller.
Hello. Hey, Ben, I watch you all the time. You got a great show.
Thank you very much.
Very awesome. Do you have interest in properties and different items in different states than you're in?
Not right now. I'm getting too old. I want to just settle down here. If it was a major opportunity and my kids could handle it, I'd look at it. But right now, I like to touch my real estate. If there's a problem, I want to be right there on the ground dealing with the problem and handling it. If you start buying shit too far away, then you got to have more employees. I'm done. I've gotten where I want to be in life. If the damn COVID would just go away and the hotels would go back to normal, I'll be very happy just where I made it. I'm done. So, I wouldn't go out of state, but a lot of people do. I'm just too old.
Right.
I'm too old. I'm too fat. I'm too tired. But I'm not saying, hey, if you can do it, do it. I went to Texas when I was younger, and we did it. So, anything else, sir?
Dude, you're a classic on TV, man. I love watching you on my computer.
Thank you very much.
Good work.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Take care, my friend.
Bye-bye. Why don't you go out of state to boarding school?
Yeah, $225,000 a year.
$25,000 a year?
$225,000 a year, which comes
Payable.
out to $1 million.
Fine.
At the end.
Payable. I hate to tell you, but $225,000 a year is only $900,000. So you're a ding-a-ling unless you're compounding interest. Okay, it's $250 a year.
That's what I meant.
Times
$250.
4. Man, you better hope that school don't find out you really don't know shit. And it's a deal. Put it in writing. Go talk to my lawyer. Put it in writing, and it's all payable at the graduation ceremony. And you got to take Alani with you, and you don't get no extra money for that. Take your niece with you.
Okay.
So get on it now.
I'll talk to your lawyer. Anyways, Lucas Jones, thank
Any
you
school
for
you want.
the $5.
I don't even care if it's out of the country.
He said, Ben, what do you think about the eviction memorandums going on? I am a property manager and have a couple problem with tenants.
Listen, the government needs they need somebody that really knows how to manage shit there. Why don't they? The first and most important goddamn part of that 1.9 trillion is money set aside to pay the freaking landlords. Because they're the ones that got to pay the goddamn mortgage, and they got to pay the taxes, they got to pay the insurance, and they got to pay the fucking maintenance. Don't let people live freaking rent-free. The government needs to carve out money and say, okay, this money has to be administered to pay people's rent that haven't been able to pay it, that can prove that COVID caused them not to pay their rent. That's what you call business with politics. So all I know is I hope there's a bunch of agencies out there that are going to be funded to help the landlords, because we're only collecting about 80 cents on the dollar right now in the apartments. They were doing all right. We dipped down to freaking 75 in collections. We're hurting in the apartments too. And what are you going to do? You tell the tenant, well, I feel sorry for the tenant. It's not their fault. It's not our fault. Well, if the government can pull $1.9 trillion out of their ass, then put it towards the friggin' necessities, okay? Pay the goddamn people that really are hurting for no cause of their own and necessity, a roof over your head. What's more important than that, President Biden? A roof over your goddamn head. Pay the friggin' landlords so they can pay their bills. Anything else?
Christopher, thank you for the $2.99. He said, "Is now the time to buy? Property taxes are high in LI." What was that, Louisiana?
What?
Said,
Oh, and getting back to the last one, you better sit down if you're a manager, and you better find every goddamn agency that's out there with money to pay people's rents. I don't care if you got to drive your goddamn tenant to their office. You do whatever you got to do to get that goddamn rent money. That's exactly what I told my managers. I don't care. If you got to friggin' get an Uber, whatever it takes, you get that agency to help these people out. Google rental assistance. Google it, baby. You'll find agencies. Get on them. What?
Christopher said, "Is now the time to buy? Property taxes are high right now."
Property taxes are property taxes, okay? They're high because the values are high, you know? And that's another thing. Are we going to get any relief for that? Let them put some of that $1.9 trillion on the goddamn tax bills I got sitting on my desk for millions of dollars. And I would have been happy to pay, but I didn't make no friggin' money because of COVID. Give me some goddamn tax relief. Anyway, I don't know. Property taxes are property taxes. They're high, they're here, they're low. You know, it depends where. The most important thing is, does the property cash flow, and is it worth owning? Are you still here?
Yeah. Let's see. Logan Causey, thank you for the $25. He said, "Hey Ben, I appreciate you documenting the journey. You are a true inspiration, coming from nothing to something.
Where
My
does the
question
journey end?
is, can I buy a property and not pay taxes on my assignment fees from last year? You are the man."
Can not pay practice on your assignment fees.
Can I buy a property and not pay taxes on my assignment fees from last year?
I'm not smart enough to know what the hell you're talking about. Assignment fees. I mean, I don't know what assignment fees even mean. Assignment, you're assigning something to somebody? I don't know. You better talk to your accountant, I think, about taxes. You know, not some schmuck like me. I 1031 everything. Don't worry about taxes. But, you know, you better talk to an accountant about that one. I'm even going to try to deal with that one. You know, that's the one thing. If you don't know shit, just admit it. I don't know. You can't know every fucking thing in life. Say, yeah, I don't know, and then you find out, and then you know. Now you know. What do you know?
I know that we have more super chats. So Justin Montoya, thank you for the $20. He said, "What stocks are you invested in? What stocks do you think I should invest in? And what do you think about Honda?"
You know, I wish I had the time to put into stocks, but that's gambling in a way, in an intelligent way, in a respectful way. It's respectful gambling. I ain't got time. You know, I'm fooling around with a little this and that. I wanted to buy Apple when it was down to 122, and I didn't do it. It went up a little. You know, I ain't got time to get in that office. If I get in that office, I got to play stocks. I got to lock the fucking doors. I got to stop dealing with my real estate portfolio, and I can't do it. I just can't. You don't know the phone calls and emails I get. But I tried to play Sundial, and because you know, I play what I hear about on the news and all that bullshit. Except I didn't play GameStop. That was too much fucking risk. Anyway, I don't know. I can't be. I don't know. I don't know stocks. I'm the worst person to ask about stocks. What else?
What do you think about Honda company, like their cars or anything about Honda?
My water car has a Honda engine in the back. That's what I know about Honda. It's a damn good engine because that fucking engine will go on the road. That engine will go in the water. So Honda must know what the hell they're doing. And they make all kinds of other shit too for her. But I don't know. But Honda's have always been a really strong, great company because they went outside the cars.
Saw the Honda Jet they made.
Oh, the Honda Jet. There you go. So, I mean, you know, Honda is a strong company. I think been around a long time and always got different innovative products. What else?
Sean Puckett, thank you for the $4.99. He said, "Should I look for a low cap biz to buy and improve, or a high cap with better cash flow? Looking to buy a car wash."
Working at the car wash, yeah. Come on, y'all, and sing it with me. Car wash is a great business. I mean, you know, I don't know. It depends on, you know, who's running it. If you're running it, you're renting to somebody. I mean, you know, listen, the most important thing about cap rates is, you know, you might get a higher cap rate, but you better make sure you're not getting too weak a tenant that's going to fold on you. Listen, you can't have your cake and eat it too. I mean, if you're lucky, you can. But, high cap rates normally mean weaker tenants, less terms on the lease, and a little more risk, or not such a great area, or the place needs improvement. You pay a price for a high cap rate. But, low cap rate, normally you got more safety features in there. It's up to you, whatever you feel comfortable with.
We got a caller.
We have a caller.
Hey, this is Ben.
Yeah, what's up?
What's up, man? Hey, I wanted to know, because I'm trying to figure out, I invest all over Florida, right? So I want to know, does it make sense if you're buying real estate in Miami, you're getting the lower cap rates, but on the upside, you're getting the type of appreciation you see down there? Because over there, everyone's like flipping like 5 caps, 6 caps, but when I go invest other places in Florida, I'm getting like 10 caps.
Where the hell you getting a fucking 10 cap? Tell me, I'll go on a plane right now. Where are you getting a friggin' 10 cap, big shot? Tell me.
I closed a deal out in Tallahassee, and that's like a 12 cap. It's I know it's probably small for you, but it was 16 units. I paid $500K cash, and I'm clearing about $80,000 a year net on that property.
How much did you invest in? How much cash you got into it?
500.
500,000, and you're getting an $80,000 return.
Yeah.
So what's the cap rate? What's your return on your investment then? 500K, 80,000 a year. Let's see, if it was 100,000 a year, it'd be 20%. You get about 18%. 18% on your money. Very good. Well, those are great deals. That's great, but you're also that's multifamily.
That's the thing.
You're talking cap rates of multifamily. Are you talking cap rates of multifamily?
Yeah.
I mean, you can say it's a cap rate, but, God forbid, when something bad happens or you got to come out of your pocket for a major improvement, you can't bill nobody with multifamily. So, you just got to have some reserve in there, too, when you got to spend some money on a place. But anyway, that's great. Congratulations. You keep doing it.
So my big thing is this. So like a property like that, right? I'm getting a good return on my money, but if I go sell it, okay, maybe I'll make a couple $100,000. But now, is it worth biting the bullet? And if I go and invest in Miami, return on my money, but 10 years down the road, 5 years down the road, I'm sitting on much more, like the appreciation is tenfold, right? So I mean, like, what would you do? Like, have you ever wanted to go invest in Miami?
It all goes back to diversification. If you want to be diversified and you're playing one property for the long term and you're playing the other one for the short term, that's diversification. You're doing it all. That's great. If that's the way you want to be. If you want to be a greedy pig, you ain't got 10 years to wait for friggin' Miami. Then you buy the shit out of the high cap rate ones, and you make all that money now. Because the problem is this. You want to wait around for 10 years. You might be able to get that money in 3 to 4 years in Tallahassee versus Miami.
Is there any areas you invest for long-term returns that you feel you see major appreciation in Florida? Because this is where I live. Florida is where I invest also all over.
I mean, everywhere there's deals. They're either good deals, not so good deals, or bad deals. Everywhere you go, you're going to find, you just got to look for the best deal. As far as...
What do you feel about Stanford?
What?
Stanford. You know about Stanford?
Sanford is right outside of Orlando. Yeah, I own property in Sanford. Sanford's good. It's outside of Orlando. It's another, you got to go. It all depends on the property. Depends on the street it's on. Depends on where it's at. Depends on the clientele. Depends on if you can raise rents. Depends. It's like the fucking diapers. It depends. But, everywhere is good. There's nowhere bad to invest as long as it's a good deal. And you can handle it. All right?
Gotcha. All right, Ben.
Good luck to you. Keep it going. Keep pushing. You're doing it. You're making money. You're growing. You're living your friggin' life. Not sitting around going to school every day. Oh, what am I going to have for lunch today? Aaron's big problem.
I go to school because I legally have to go to school. If I didn't have to, I would be out.
You have to go to school because you got to learn the basics in life. Anyway, what else you got? Man. You got anything else? Good luck to you, guy. Take care.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
We got a bunch of super chats. So Will Adventure, thank you for the $5. He said, "Hey Ben, saw you and the family on Life for Sale in Hollywood on Saturday. I was the guy who yelled out, 'Ben, I was checking out areas to invest in.'"
Very good, very good. That's great. I remember seeing you. I think I saw quite a few people. I wouldn't believe it. People actually, I'm on the boat and people recognize you. So, anyway, the weather was great. I know you had a good weekend.
Yeah, the weather was perfect.
Go to Consult with Ben if you find something you want to seriously talk about and, put a deal together on something you found. But thanks for seeing, and I'll see you out there next weekend, baby, if your mother lets me.
All right, F. Young, thank you for the $5. He said, Ben, Felix from Orlando, what's the best way to find the best deal on a commercial loan for the specific deal you're working on? Broker or go bank to bank?
Both. If you can go to the bank, find out what their story is. Pretty much every bank's going to give you the same story. There might be a little difference in the terms, but nothing tremendous. They all work on the same damn, whatever you want to call it, level. The same area or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm talking about. And then, if you want to find what I call a gunslinger, a guy that's going to come in with pistols and start shooting, you go to a broker. When I first started out, the guy was Rich Fishman. It was a great guy. I didn't worry about shit. This guy set up all my loans. He got me the best deals that I qualified for. He got me the best money. And then I kept coming back and coming back. And that's why he took care of me. Because he knew if he took care of me and got me good loans and I was successful, I'd keep coming back. And then I would think I was up to 10 or 15 loans a year with him. And I was just starting out. So he was making money on every one of those loans. Back then, I think I paid him a few bucks. The bank gave him some kind of rebate fee, and he did a great business, and he retired a rich man in San Diego. And he was in real estate, too. But the point is, do find out where the best deal is for you. Talk to everybody. Just don't go to the back of the bar and talk to a guy named Lefty. What else?
Tate, thank you for the $5. He said, my brother's in business remodeling homes. He wants to buy one, but his credit isn't good enough. Should I co-sign, remodel, and flip it to him? Or flip it with him?
Family can be really, really good, or it can get really, really bad. If you guys are on the same page, and make sure your name, put it this way. If I'm the one putting the money up and the credit up, I want the shit in my name. It might be best for you to be the front guy and you be partners, and your name's on everything because you'll put up the money, you put up the credit. It's all about what you put in. And then let him go in and do his thing. And then when you make a profit, you're partners. You take the money and you move on to the next deal. And you build up a partnership. I've done it with a couple of people, and it worked out until they got greedy or cheated me or, whatever, stabbed me in the fucking back. Imagine that. You help people. And you try to help them, you care about them, you take them from fucking nothing, and you make them millions, or you give them money, and then they stab you in the goddamn back. I've had that shit happen to me, but it ain't gonna happen again. Anyway, seriously, talk to your brother, sit down, make a deal, make sense, but even with family, protect your ass, especially if he's got creditors. It's better everything's under your name. All right, what else?
Myrek, thank you for the $5. He said, I need new hotel room to work from. Would you cut me a deal?
Yes.
If I would be using it 3 weeks every month.
Yes. Where? Fort Lauderdale, Orlando, or Tampa. I will personally help you. All right? So, Rafael, is there a way for people to contact you? I need to rent some goddamn rooms.
Go to askben at benma.com.
Are you actually going to read this shit and report it to me?
I'm forwarding.
You're a lazy Pollock lately. You don't do shit. You worry about other stupid shit. That's why we got no viewers. We got nothing.
All right, let's go there.
Yeah, he can't handle the truth. He can't handle the truth.
All right.
I don't know what he does all week. I'm putting a fucking private investigator on his ass.
Spend more money on me.
He's sitting around with hookers all day.
I wish.
Doing who knows what. Can't trust those
Anyways,
Pollocks.
We got some super chats. So,
like
Corey
mellow,
Patterson.
They're like mellow Russians. Like easygoing Russians. That's what Pollocks are.
Corey Patterson, thank you for the $19.99. Jonathan, thank you for the $4.99. He said, have you checked into the AMC and GameStop stock?
Oh, I ain't got time to play that bouncing ball.
Look up short squeeze AMC.
You got to do it. You got to know what the hell you're doing. You got to be risky. You got to be looking at Reddit and all this other shit. I ain't got time for that shit. I got a job. I got to work for a living. I'm trying to save a multi-million-dollar portfolio in the worst freaking epidemic ever in my lifetime. But thanks for the advice. I appreciate it.
All All right, 3 9s. Thank you for the $4.99. He said, so you don't invest in stocks? Is all of your money in real estate?
No. I got bonds, I got preferreds, I got safe stuff that don't pay much return, but it's safe and it's earning, a modest. If I got a tax-free muni bond, I bought years ago at 4% tax-free, and I can borrow up to 90% of that, that's damn good, okay? And that's, how you build your wealth. You got to have stable assets that have no risk practically. Hello. I hope you like the show. What's up?
Hey, what's going on?
You tell me.
Oh, Ben.
Yeah, who the hell do you think it is? This guy's in a good mood. What do you got going? What are you doing?
Oh man, I'm doing a lot, Ben. I got a couple of I'm closing on a 1031 exchange. I was supposed to close Friday, but there was a little glitch with the closing, and so I got that. And the question that I had asked. Did you ever do a reverse 1031?
Yes.
Because you have, right?
Yes. Are you doing one now?
Yes, I am. I'm just getting into it now.
Everybody out there that don't know what a reverse 1031 is, it's a 1031, but in reverse. Now you know. Basically, he went out and bought the property on the pretenses that he's going to sell the other property within 6 months. So he went out and bought his replacement property with his own goddamn money or whoever's money, and then he plans on selling the property that he has and then putting that money to tax going into that, basically. So congratulations. Very good.
Yeah, pretty much. And I did.
You sure you're going to sell your property? Is it in contract?
Oh, yeah, no, we're real close. We were at the closing table on Friday, and it actually...
yeah, but that's the one. Is that the one you're buying or the one you're selling? A reverse means you're buying.
That's what I'm selling, but I have 5 investment properties.
Then you're not doing a reverse. You're not doing a reverse. You're doing a regular 1031. You're selling, and then you're buying.
Yeah, but I was asking you, did you ever buy smaller assets from a larger, like say it's $550,000. So instead of going up, could you go down and did you ever buy like say 3 duplexes with that money?
Listen, you can buy whatever the hell you want. The point is, if you sell something for $550,000 or you plan on selling something for $550,000, you got to replace $550,000. Okay, you got to buy equal or more than what you plan on selling.
How much
the property you sold? How much the property you almost closed on?
$530.
$530. And you went out and you identified enough property, $530,000 worth of real estate or more. You go as high as you want.
No, I didn't identify anything yet. So I wanted to get it. I wanted to get into like a small apartment
all right,
building.
You haven't identified, but you eyeballed some stuff already, right? You got some cooking.
I look all day long, Ben. Believe me, this is what I do full time. I'm like by you. I was from Staten Island over there.
Staten Island, I know. I seen you at the pizzeria. Yeah. All right. So, well, you better hurry up. Your clock's fucking ticking. You're selling. You're lucky the damn thing didn't close on Friday. You better hurry up and start finding your replacement properties.
Yes.
Get out there. Find a replacement. Your clock's ticking.
I know.
Make a list.
I know.
And let me tell you, you better have some backups. Even have some listed that you may not really are thrilled about, but you could swallow just to avoid and deterring or deferring the tax. You better have some backups. I just had a backup had to come through for me because I couldn't satisfy my 1031, so I had the Dunkin' Donuts and the credit union as a backup last resort that I could run to. Was I thrilled about it? No, but I know I could sell it anytime I want for the same money that I paid for it. So, I kind of like extended my time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I mean?
I do.
You know what the fuck I mean, Staten Island? You know what I mean? Cover your goddamn ass. That's what you got to do. You better get out there and start covering your ass on that 1031, or else you're going to pay $100,000 in tax.
I am. Listen, I'm looking right. I'm going to come down to Clearwater.
Hey, don't come to fucking Clearwater. We got enough goddamn goombas down here.
I'm going to squeeze you out, man. Don't worry about it.
All right, you come on down, but make sure you stay at one of my hotels.
You got it.
All
Ben.
right,
Thanks.
very good. I wonder if we had an event. All right, take care, Staten Island. You know why people come from Staten Island? You know who lives on Staten Island? That's the island. There's 5 boroughs in New York. Okay? And if you can't get along with anybody else in all the fucking 4 boroughs, you got to live on Staten Island. And it's mostly the tough guys, you know? Hey, I'll bust you in the fucking nose. That type of guy. And he's quick to do it. So they have to live on Staten Island. It's right near Rikers Island. And Rikers Island is a prison. All right, what else?
39s. Thank you again for the $4.99. He said, so you invest in muni bonds and you borrow 90% of that. Is that a portfolio loan? What interest rate do you get on something like that?
Right now, the muni bonds are down. You'd be lucky to get something in the 2.5 to 3 zone if you're lucky. But you can walk in any brokerage place. A.G. Edwards is who I started with. Merrill Lynch. Anybody that sells bonds or investments type stuff, stocks, bonds, and all that, will easily buy you a friggin' bond. You could probably, I don't know if you can do it. E-Trade will buy you bonds. I bought bonds through E-Trade even. You can buy a bond, and then they'll give you, they'll margin against it at a low rate. Check the rate of 90%. Typically, that's what I get. Maybe, I don't know, maybe they knocked it down to 85. I don't know, but typically it used to be 90. For good AAA, municipal, GO, government issued type bonds where, they have some backing or they have mortgage or they have bond insurance on them. Hello, what do you want?
Yeah, Ben, this is Ben. I want to know what's a beginning triple net deal we can go in for or myself can get.
How much money you got?
400K.
400K. 400K will buy you. You need about 200K on every million. So you can spend up to probably, if you go to a bank and you be nice and they like you and you're buying a good deal, you should hopefully get a good triple net deal up to $2 million. Now you can spread that out. You can buy a couple of dollar stores for 7 here or 8 here. You can buy a nice KFC for a couple of $1 million. You can maybe even find a Starbucks in a certain neighborhood area for a couple of $1 million. I've seen them. You got to go for the biggest name, for the strongest tenant, paying the highest cap rate.
They said those dollar stores, they may not sign the lease again once it runs out. They can build down the road. There's not much dirt value for all the ones they're building now.
Well, that's why. Listen, that's like everything in real estate. You got to pick the right one. You got to find a guy that's selling one where the tenant ain't going nowhere. He's making money and he's doing good. A lot of times you'll find him out in the sticks, believe it or not, because that's the only place that people have to go out there. But you want to make sure they're making money. You want to see the fucking numbers on that dollar store and their sales. You want to know that you're buying a place that has a good tenant that ain't going nowhere. And you want to go with the best brands you can find. Anything else? But be careful. If you buy a land lease only, which is very popular out there, you cannot depreciate the rent because you don't own the structure. It's like all these Wawa deals. They're building Wawas everywhere. Wawa! It's a new gas station concept, But the problem is they sell them at like a 5 cap, but you only get the land, so I can't depreciate the rental income. So make sure you get the structure with it. The best scenario is you're buying everything, the land, the building, and the best scenario is where you're not responsible for even the building. If you can find one of those deals, that's even better. I mean, you find a tenant, they got to pay their own rent, their own taxes, their own insurance, they got to do their own maintenance. Find a true triple net, okay? Get out there, find a broker that specializes in selling them. I was looking up a brokerage today. I'm going to start telling people places to go when I start looking at stuff. There's a lot of brokers out there that specialize in triple net commercial deals. Just Google it in your area. You'll find national guys, and you can pump in your state, and they'll tell you everything in that state.
Yeah, I've been doing that. All the cap rates are in the low 5s.
Well, then offer 6.
The good ones.
Offer 6. You'd be surprised, especially the ones that sit on the market a long time. Work with a broker. That's why the brokers come from. They're the ones that are supposed to get in there and get you the best deal. That's how they earn their money. They find it, and they help you negotiate it. All right?
How many years should I look for that's left on the lease?
It depends on your risk tolerance. 10 is great. I'll swallow a 5 if I really feel like the people are going to renew. Unless I could see some reason why they wouldn't renew. Like, what's going on around there? Are things getting better around there? If things are getting better around the location and improving, then 9 times out of 10, things are going to improve for him too. or her. I don't want to get in trouble. And things will be great. And they'll renew their lease. Or it'll be a location that's so good that you won't have a problem renewing. Or releasing, it's all the pieces have to come together. You got to, look at what has the most pieces to the puzzle. That makes the best deal. All right?
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Good luck. Take care. You still awake?
All right. Yeah. Charles, thank you for the $2. He said, can you leverage bonds on real estate?
Listen, you can leverage bonds to cash. You can do whatever the hell you want with the cash. If you got $1 million bond, you're going to get $800,000 to $900,000 leverage on a good investment bond, investment grade. It typically has to be, at least I think, like a double B or better. They got different ratings on bonds. Okay, if it's investment grade, double B or better, then you should be able to get $800,000 to $900,000 on that million at a very low rate. You're borrowing your own friggin' money, basically, or the safest thing out there. So find out what the rate is on your margin and how much they'll loan you, and there you go. And use it for anything you want. Just don't piss it away on something that ain't going to make you money, because then you're going to be screwed. What?
All right, Escape to Paradise. Thank you for the $99.99.
Escape to Paradise.
He said, looking for property in Daytona. I'm a bar/nightclub owner.
Have fun with that. You're in the right fucking business.
Do you have anything to say about that area? P.S. I'm taking you guys out to eat next time I'm down.
If you were anything but a nightclub bar owner, I'd say get the hell away from Daytona. But if you're a nightclub bar owner, go and find a good location. Right now is the best time. Things I think are hurting there. Get on the strip, and you'll make money. Because people like to party. That's all they do in Daytona. Everybody just wants to get fucked up. Even when they come to work. They come to work boozing. I mean, it's a place you go to drink and party, and that's what Daytona is. A little raunchy. But the water's freaking beautiful. That's the Atlantic Ocean over there is really nice. We drove our damn truck right up to the goddamn water and parked and got out and went in the water. I mean, it's a good town if you're in the bar business. That's a fact. And right now, I don't think you got a lot of competition because all the other guys that were doing good, they got crushed during COVID. Now you're coming in when all these guys are hurting and bleeding, and you're going to come in strong with something new. You're going to hit a home run, But be careful going behind hotels. They don't get a lot of business from the public. It's nice to be on the water, but I've had guys behind hotels. You kind of tucked away. You want to be on the strip, baby. Get on the strip. With all those strippers.
Before we get a call, we need some likes for the video.
We need likes. We need likes. You know what the problem is, Rafal? Nobody likes you. Okay?
Well,
wait, Rafal. How many people are watching right now?
We have
and how many likes do we have?
20 people are watching.
We have 1,200 people. 1,300.
1,200. All right.
Wait, and how many likes do we have?
400.
Come on. That means a third of the people like us and 2/3 don't like us. So the other 2/3 need to hit the don't like button. I wish I had a button, come out with a button. I hate your guts button. That would be really cool. I hate your guts. What else we doing here?
You're going to make the table fall down.
How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Hey, Ben, guess what? I got some great news, man. I just found out my sister's pregnant.
Your sister's pregnant? Oh, my God. Not by you, I hope.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
I'm going to be a dad. I'm so excited.
Listen. This is the kind of calls you're not supposed to take, Rafal. Okay?
No. Listen. I'm up in Seattle. Guess what they just passed today? 2 years, no evictions.
2 years, no evictions. I hate to be a friggin' landlord there. How the hell?
I know, it's
how
crazy.
The hell can you not take care of the person that takes care of everybody else? The guy,
I don't get it.
The people
and get this.
Put shelter over your head.
If you give a 14-day notice, that's considered harassment. And they will charge you 3 to 4 times the rent in civil court.
Well, that's why I don't live in liberal, bullshit, socialist, control freak, loser ass states where nuts control.
I know. You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to, because I don't have a mortgage, but they want the mom and pops to go out of business. So then all the Chinese come to buy everything up.
The Chinese factor. Yeah, they're with the Chinese. We come by everything. Fuck that Chinese bullshit theory. It's not the fucking Chinese. It's not the Chinese. It's their fucking loser way of thinking. Okay? They're not business people. They don't belong in politics because they don't know what the hell they're doing. Give the fucking money to the people to pay their rent. That's hopefully what they hope the people will do. But they should really, they need to set up a fund to help the landlord.
They just passed a new stimulus bill, $1 trillion, and less than 10% goes to COVID. The rest goes to Afghanistan.
Because that's
What's
the
going
way
on,
the Democrats
Ben?
play their game. They always act like they're fucking doing so much, we're helping so many people, but they got a hidden agenda. That was the problem they had before with the stimulus bullshit. They say, okay, we'll agree to all this stimulus money, but we want all these other conditions. We're not here for that shit right now. We're here to fucking solve the goddamn emergency problem. Stick to the goddamn problem. They want to be all over the board and use it as an opportunity to fucking satisfy their stupid needs because they don't think right. But I feel bad for you. You know, I hope you get some rent money.
Can you believe that, though? 2 years, no evictions.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ridiculous. How the hell do they know where anybody's going to be in 2 years? You know,
I don't know, man.
Well, you know.
Hey, did you go to CPAC this year?
Nope. What CPAC is, what is that? That's the Orlando thing or what? Triple thing? That's the retail.
Did you watch Trump's speech yesterday?
No, I was stuck on a boat with 16 ages. Sorry.
Oh, Jesus.
All right. Well, good luck to you. I hope you get your rent money. All right?
All right. Thanks, man.
Good luck. Good
Talk
luck.
to you later.
Take care. I fucking crushed it. And then when you tell people that they don't worry about being a victim in 2 years, what are they going to do? Not pay their freaking rent. You blame them? It's ridiculous. These people don't know how to run a fucking country. You got to have some business sense, common sense. Put the money in places that will solve problems. Simple.
But if people don't pay rent, don't they get stuck with that credit?
Listen, that ain't going to be worth shit. Then they're going to come around and say, oh, it was COVID, so don't worry about it. I don't know. They'll probably say you can't give a judgment against them either at the end of it. They'll do that too. They'll say, well, you can't hurt the person's credit because we told them not to pay. We told them they didn't have to pay. Well, you know, the government, I'm telling you, we're going to have big problems with idiots in government. You know, I know Trump was a bit of a wacko, but, you know, I don't know. You got to use common sense, business common sense. Take care of people and do the right thing and do the smart thing. Right and smart. Okay? Otherwise, these people are in la la land. They just make a bad situation worse. What else?
Justin, thank you for the $5. He said, I'm 18 with 40 grand cash from a business I started. What do I do with it?
Turn it into 80. Listen. If you got a business that made you 40 grand cash, you need to maximize whatever you can do to make more money in that business. Whatever comes, you know, whatever opportunities you got at 18 to make serious money, and as long as it's legal and moral, then do it. You know, and then when you save up, maybe like, you know, I don't know, it depends where you live. You know, what does it take for you to go out and buy a house? I don't know. I guess at 18 you qualify. If you can prove the income, you need to start thinking about a relationship with a bank. You know, put the money in the bank. Go to the bank, say, hey, I'm 18, don't worry about it. You know, they probably won't even notice your age, hopefully. Put the money in the bank, show them you're a serious person, okay, and ask them for a loan. And, you know, keep the income coming in, because that's what's going to give you that push in life. Having money, making money, do a little real estate, do this, do that, do whatever you can that's smart and making you money. I had no choice. I had to go in the friggin' army. But in my situation, it saved my life. You're a lot smarter than I am, and you must be in a better place. So keep doing it. 18, that's great. Congratulations.
All right, Yankee Doodle, thank you for the $1.99.
Yankee Doodle came to town riding on a pony.
He said, thinking of buying condos in Manhattan. Any thoughts?
Condos in Manhattan, sure. I'll take a couple over there by Central Park West and give you a couple at Central Park East and make it a couple of the South, too. You know, I hear New York is crying the blues right now in real estate. Listen, if you think that you can find a bargain and you can swallow Manhattan, then go for it. I don't have the balls to do that, you know, but, you know, it's all in what you buy. Make sure you're buying, you know, you're buying the right supply, you know, because you don't want to get stuck with something, and make sure you get a good deal. I hate to see the damn association fees in a condo in Manhattan. What else?
Elvis Rodriguez, thank you for the $10.
Hey, Rodriguez. What?
He said, I'm becoming an agent in MD. What are some things you've liked in working with real estate agents, and what are some things you've hated? As a new licensee, How can I beat the competition?
He's becoming an agent in MD, meaning Maryland, or
Yes.
he's becoming an agent and he's becoming a doctor, MD?
No, in Maryland.
In Maryland. Okay.
Yes.
Listen, you want to be an agent, make people feel like you really give a damn, okay? Show it to them. If they, find out what the customer needs and give them all you got, okay? Do everything you possibly can to satisfy their needs, close the deal, make the commission, and he'll refer you to somebody else, okay? Always make the customer feel like you really care and let them know that you care, okay? And discuss things with them, and give them your opinion. Understand their situation, understand their life, and understand what their needs are and their budget is and the things that are important in their life, and find them the right place that fits their needs. All you're doing is you're matching, a piece with a piece.
Is there any advice you can give on how he can stand out between all the other agents? How can he get ahead of the competition?
Dress nice. Listen, you gotta, it's all, don't worry about the competition. Competition is good. Worry about what you're doing. Worry about, forget about competition. You gotta worry about how many deals you can get tied up a contract and collect a commission. Okay? If it means sitting in a goddamn office, if there's an office to sit in and wait for people to walk in, if it means running some ads online or something on your own, whatever it is, Craigslist, I don't know. But, do everything you possibly can to attract people to want to call you that are looking to buy a house. And learn about financing, too. That's going to help you a lot. Because a lot of people look for houses. They also need a little help with financing. So know what banks can do loans for different type of people and different type of levels. The person that's first home buyer. Find out about any first-time home buyer programs. Find out about FHA. The guy above that, the family that needs 20% down, or the high people. Find out what banks are easy to work with. Try to be the whole package guy, Give me the whole package.
All right. F. Young, thank you again for the $5. He said, Ben, Felix again. Love your show. So insightful. Where do you typically place cash reserves so it's not occurring low interest from the bank?
Lately I've been buying into, my guy recommends preferreds. I think that means preferred stock that, is always a little stronger than the regular stock. I mean, there's funds out there. I just bought into a PIMCO high net worth fund. I mean, you got to have experts that know this shit, to work with you. But, you need to find somebody that works on your level, in the investment business, and find somebody you can trust and, verify what they're telling you as far as understand what they're saying, and find out what the best deal is that you can get. All right, Aaron had to go wee-wee.
Has to go bathroom. All right, we have another
Aaron,
super
go
chat.
Poddy!
Thank you to Gav for $5.
Wash his goddamn hands. What?
Gav sent us $5 Canadian. After stimulation comes climax, then honeymoon is over.
There you go, baby. There you go. So we don't know. It may be happening. First they're going to stimulate us, then they're going to us, and then I don't know where we'll be. It could be a long-term relationship, or it could be a quick divorce in 4 years.
We have a caller.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey.
This is Branson.
This is Branson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so my question was, I have around 15 rental properties owned off free and clear, and I want to look into getting into apartment buildings, but I just don't know the process or steps to do this. So,
well, how much equity are you sitting on is a question. I mean, are you cash flowing really good off these 15 properties?
About $12K a month.
$12K a month. Now, if you went out and you tried to refinance them, is there any equity in them?
I own them 100% all free and clear.
What? How much are they worth a piece?
60 and above.
How much?
Around 60 to 100 each.
60 to 100 each. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, you ain't going to be able to do shit without no goddamn money. Your money's all sitting in those houses or whatever they are. And how much is your rent? You don't even have an interest rate right now. You're not paying no mortgage?
No, I own them all.
How old are you?
27.
Man, you're doing good. Congratulations. Listen, you need to get your hands on the bank's money at a cheap rate right now. All right? I'm telling you. You're not borrowing no damn money cheaper than you are now. It ain't going to happen unless you go to Japan or some of these other countries and don't even want to talk about that. Listen, you need to get with a bank or a banker or a mortgage broker, and if you want to go out there and kick some ass and buy some real estate, you need to get your hands on some money. Right now, you can be able to borrow it for let's say 60 grand a house times 10 is 600. You add another 5 on top of that, you got about $1 million just sitting on easy cash, right?
Yeah.
Well, how much you got in the bank? How much money you got in the bank?
Around 50K.
50K. Listen, I'm sorry, and this is just me, my opinion. Right now, you're living in a fucking opposite world, okay? All right? You should have $1 million in the bank, okay? That's what you should have when you go out and borrow it. Then you got the money to go out and do more shit. I don't know how did you get I don't know how you got 15 properties, but, whatever you did, somebody leave you a bunch of money or what?
My father went to prison and left the rest to me.
Your father went to prison. He told you where he dug the money, where the hole was. That's a good father. That's a good father. He told you where he dug the money. All right. So listen, seriously, you need to go and you need to establish a relationship with a bank. All right. You need to find. You probably maybe want to invest in a mortgage broker because you can borrow $1 million right now, and the actual interest that the only money the bank's going to make, okay, is going to be about $30,000 a year, which is going to cost you $2,500 a month. So instead of making $12K, you're only going to make $9,500. But you're going to have $1 million in the fucking bank.
Yeah.
And then you can take that $1 million and you go out there and kick some ass and buy some multifamily. But you're not going to be able to do it without the down payment. All right? Then you can go back to the bank and go and get a bigger loan. Listen, go find a mortgage broker. Talk to a bank that's willing to give you a loan. All right?
Okay.
All right. Good luck to you. Take care.
All right.
You got anything? You back? You back? You wash your hands?
Yeah. C-Road, thank you for the $4.99. He said, Ben, I'm from New Jersey and want to buy a house in Florida to rent and live in the future. Where is the best location to buy?
It depends your lifestyle, where you can eventually want to live. I always thought that I was stuck here for the rest of my life in Tampa, but, I've been here a long time, this area, and now I'm thinking maybe I could live in South Florida, baby, if I can get rid of some of these kids, and have a good time, on the boat and partying.
Well, when I get my license, I could live here.
Okay. Anyway, the point is, you got to go to the part of Florida you like. You want to have, if you like the southern part, it's different than the middle part. And the middle part's different than the other part. It's basically 3 parts of Florida. Okay? The south end, the middle end, and the north end, which is really still deep south. Okay? It's funny. Our northern part of Florida is more southern than the southern part of Florida. South Florida is close to Cuba and Latin America, and all the New Yorkers and all the Jews are down there, and it's very diverse, and a lot of different types of neighborhoods, and the Russians moved in now. Next thing you know, the friggin' Polacks will be coming. So anyway, figure out where you want to be, and then go out there and look around for a deal that makes sense, that the rent will at least pay the mortgage on it, and then when you're ready to move in, you tell the tenant, get the hell out of here, I'm moving in. All right, what else?
Corey, thank you for the $24.99. He said he has 50 grand equity in current home, upgraded everything except the kitchen in the last 2 years. Is it worth upgrading the kitchen? First home, 1,200 square feet, will be moving in the next year to get a bigger home for the family.
What did he say in the beginning? He already remodeled the kitchen 2 years ago?
Yes. He upgraded the kitchen. Oh, he upgraded everything except the kitchen.
Oh, except the kitchen. The kitchen was the part you're supposed to upgrade first. Okay, you upgrade everything but the kitchen. The kitchen and the bathrooms come first. Then you upgrade the rest of the house. But anyway, because that's where the big money's at. But you went the other way, that's fine. Anyway, listen, if you got the money and you can spend a fortune and it makes sense on the value of the house to upgrade, it's always good to upgrade stuff. Kitchen is probably, if there's a woman involved, the kitchen's going to be the most important place. What is it, only 1,200 square foot, he said? If it's 1,200 square feet, it's a small place. You want to have something that's going to give it some bling-bling, to make up for it being so small. So somebody might say, the place is small, but I like the kitchen. My wife would say that. So, you got to make up for the size and make up with a really nice kitchen. That could be your selling point, All right, good luck.
All right, David, thank you for the $1.99. He said, do you like tent stocks? Homelessness is booming. Oh, tent stocks. Do you like tent stocks? Homelessness is booming.
Yeah, let's go out and buy tents. Homeless is booming. Yeah, that's a funny joke, Just don't give up your day job. What else you got?
Fat Gut, thank you for the $1.
I'm not even commenting on $1.
LOL, hi, thank you for the $2.99. He said, say hi, Luis Moreno.
Hi, Luis Moreno. Yo, Moreno. Hey, what else you got, Blanco?
That's all the super chats.
Only
I'm trying
Blanco
to get
around here is
trying to get a caller.
He's trying to get a caller. Sound like you ain't got no caller, baller. I wish you were a baller. I got to figure out some way to inject some goddamn fucking juice into you. Turn you into a fucking...
We have another super chat. Let's see. Escape to Paradise. Thank you again for the $99.99.
Where is Paradise? I want to go there. You got money. It's Paradise. Thank you very much.
He said, you always give great advice, so here's some from me. Buy XRP. Cheers.
Write it down, Aaron. Do something.
Screenshot
XRP. I really wish I'd get some more damn videos in. There's got to be somebody in this Tampa Bay area sending me FHA approval and a video so we can get this American dream going, okay? I'm waiting. There's got to be people out there, all right? But unfortunately, we got to stick to this area, okay? Anywhere in the Tampa Bay area, send us your FHA approval. We're going to help you get in that first home. Get out of that goddamn renting from that big fat landlord. Except my tenants are not eligible. What else?
Shagad, thank you again for the $5. He said, Ben, when do you believe mortgage forbearance will end?
When will it end? Shit. For the people not paying their mortgage, they hope never. But just remember, I think they're tacking that money on, baby. So when you go to sell, it'll come back and haunt you. So, if you need the forbearance, great. But if you don't need it, I don't know. It depends on, if you're willing to keep adding on that mortgage, I guess. But, I don't know. Hopefully this whole COVID thing will come to an end soon. Everybody go out, get the friggin' vaccine. Let's just move on, all right? Let's forget about it. Let's make believe it never happened, okay? That's what I tell my wife. Make believe it never happened. How about that? What else?
Gav S., thank you for the $5. He said, want to make some moolah? There is more shipwrecked Spanish Inquisition gold south of the Keys.
Spanish Inquisition?
Then there is represented.
Is that the money they stole from the Jews
today
during the Spanish Inquisition? You talk about? That's my money.
The Shalom.
That's my family. I want that money. What am I supposed to do? Go dive looking for Spanish Inquisition
We
ships?
could do it with your new boat.
And why did they take the money from the Jews and take it and put it on boats? That don't make sense. They
probably shipping it to a new territory.
And back in that day, the Spanish were trying to conquer the whole world. Basically, unless somebody can correct me, I wasn't a history expert, but until Spain went and invaded all these goddamn islands, there was no Puerto Rico, there was no Venezuela, there was no Honduras, there was none of these Latin countries existed until Spain took all the Jews' money and then went out and bought up the whole goddamn Indian place in islands.
There was just natives.
There were natives, and they mixed with the natives, and that's how they became Latin Americans, because they're in the Americas, and now they're Latin from Spain. I don't know. I've been called Pig Latin. What else?
Joey, thank you for the $9.99. He said, I'm from New Jersey, make $42,000 a year. I need a single-family home, credit 705, full-time mechanic.
Listen, if you're only making $42,000 in New Jersey, I don't know what part of Jersey you're in, but you need to go to the friggin' bank. I'm tired of saying this. I feel like a fucking broken recorder. And go find out what it takes for you to qualify to get the 3.5% down FHA loan. Okay, then you double charge a couple of people on some mechanic jobs, and you got your down payment. I got hit today with a fucking bill. Every time,
Hey, what's up, Ben?
I had to spend $6,000 on a transmission for Brenda's truck today. Hello?
Hey, Ben. It's Charles.
It's Charles.
I just had a
Charles,
question about these bonds that you're leveraging. Let's say I could leverage a bond, like a 10-year government bond, at a 1.5% rate, right? what would be the spread you would actually be making if you
Nothing.
leveraged the whole
10-year,
thing?
a
And how
10-year.
much margin?
Are you talking about the 10-year Treasury? The 10-year Treasury is only a 1.42, I think. So you're not gonna have no spread. You got to find stuff that's safe to buy that pays at least 3 or percent maybe, and then you got to spread against your margin. But if you buy against the 10-year or something like that, you're not going to have no spread. There is no spread. Rates are damn low right now. So you got to find some instruments that are out there like muni bonds and things like that. If you got risk tolerance, Ohio pays more. Certain states pay a lot more because they're a little more not as strong as other states. But you're not going to get no spread on a Treasury. Anything
Right,
else?
and what kind of spread are you working with your?
It's all over the board. It's all over the board. I got bigger spreads on bigger stuff to pay more interest. If it's a muni bond that I've had a long time, it's paying me 4%. Then I'm getting a really good spread. I'm getting the 2.5% or 3% if I borrow against it. Spread on it. But and then I go out and I invest that money, which makes me hopefully 17%, something like that. So I'm way ahead of the game. But it depends on the instrument. You gotta, it's all set up already. The more risk, the more reward. But you gotta be prepared for the risk. Muni bonds are pretty safe. You don't have to worry about muni bonds. Housing state bonds, they have certain bonds that are put out by every state has a housing finance agency that puts out tax credit bonds, housing bonds. You can look into the state's housing bonds. Maybe they'll pay you a little more. All right?
Yeah, and how much margin does the clearinghouse let you keep?
Typically, you can get 90% if it has to do with the government, or a municipality, and normally backed by them. Normally, you get 90%. You used to. I don't know. I think you still do. But it has to be something that's, good credit, like a municipality or, a really strong company. If it's a bond with a company, you get those too, I think. Corporate bonds, but it better be a good, strong corporate. Corporate bonds pay more money, but that's a corporate you got to count on.
Yeah, they fell a lot.
Well,
That's where you buy the bond swaps.
All right, well, good luck to you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Cool with ripping on Rafal, right?
I'm sick of Rafal. Rafal ain't taking me nowhere. Rafal wastes my goddamn time. He won't even put it on friggin' Twitter and Instagram that we're having a podcast. Well, how the hell's anybody going to know if you don't put the shit out there? Oh, well, they don't really respond to that.
I miss it a lot. I miss your podcast a lot.
Well, because you don't put them out there. You don't market shit. You don't tell nobody. He's sitting in his house watching that stupid Borat movie probably with a hooker. That's what he's doing.
Very nice.
All right, thank you.
Bye. It reminds me of somebody out of a
Speaking of
Borat
movies, Coming to America, they're making a new one, number 2.
Number 2.
It'll
Eddie
be good.
Murphy's having a number 2. All right, he's good at that. All right.
Anyway, LOL, hi, thank you again for the $4.99. He said it's Luis, LMAO, not Ruiz. But is it worth it to put a second story?
Luis. I got a brother-in-law named Luis. Louis. Luis. Is that what it is?
Luis, like
Luis?
Yeah,
Luis.
like
That's how Luis spells his name a couple of different ways, depending on who he's talking to. He gives the cop a different name every time he talks to him. But we don't want to talk about that.
Yeah.
What else you got?
Well,
Luis?
he said, but is it worth it to put a second story on a house, and how much do you think it will cost to add?
I mean, typically it depends. You're going to build bathrooms, you're going to build kitchens, you're going to build plumbing is where the money comes in. I took that house I had in Reddington Beach. I put a second story over the garage. It cost me about 50 friggin' grand. Big deal. I just built a big room, but because it was on the sand, houses there go for $800 a square foot. So that garage I built on top of was about 400 square feet, 20 by 20. I put a box up there. I connected it to the house. It cost me a big 50 grand. I didn't do no plumbing or nothing, but it came out nice. And it looked like it matched the house, And now that $50,000 for 400, $100 a square foot I spent, now was worth $800 a square foot because of the location. So it's all relative on what is it worth after you spend it on construction. It could go the other way. You can go out and spend, $100,000 on an addition, and then when you figure in the square footage, it's only worth $50,000. Depends on the location and how much does it cost to build it. Does that answer the question? Okay, good.
Push Visions, thank you for the $5. He said, what about buying Detroit land bank homes? What are your thoughts?
Detroit land bank homes. I don't know nothing about Detroit except I know it's a rough town from what everybody else has heard. It depends. I mean, if you're going to go out there and buy shit really cheap and you can fix it and sell it, or you can rent it out, maybe to Section 8 or whatever, then do it. It's all about the numbers. Do the numbers make sense? If you can go out there and bank the shit out of homes, but if it's just land and it ain't bringing in no income, I don't know what your plan is. But land banking homes, I mean, you're banking, what does that mean? You're buying a bunch of homes? Folks, buy a bunch of homes as long as it makes sense. Where's the profit? The profit. It's all about the profit. It's like religion. You want to be the prophet. Be your own prophet. Don't wait for the prophet to come. Be your own goddamn prophet.
All right, Double Defense, thank you for the $9.99. He said, I got a health supplement I want you to plug and use.
What is it? What the hell is it? What's going to help me get healthy? Tell me. You don't tell us.
He doesn't.
Well, then how the hell are we going to plug it, you plug? You got to give us an outlet to plug into. All right, what else?
All right, Peter Pham, thank you for the $10. He said, what's the best source of financing for building or flipping?
I always wanted to be a boxer.
Hard Money told me 12% plus organization. I can build for $100 a square foot or less.
He can build for 100 square foot or less. What does he want to do?
He said, well, his question is, what is the best source of financing for building or flipping?
I mean, the best source is the only source, the bank. You got to go to the bank and get the money. And if the bank gives you a cold shoulder, then find a mortgage broker. And if the mortgage broker gives you a cold shoulder, then you're pretty much out of luck. All right? But go out there and find the goddamn source. Talk to the bank. Say, okay, here's a piece of land. I want to buy it for $50,000. It's going to cost me another couple of hundred to build a house. I'll be into it for $250,000. All right, it's going to be worth $300,000 or $450,000, and they're going to say, okay, looks good to me. Your credit looks good. You're not a schmuck. You're going to put 20% down. We're going to give you the money in certain increments or intermediates or whatever you want to call it. As you build, we'll release the funds. Go get a relationship with the friggin' bank. You can't do shit without the goddamn bank's money. That's the source. They're the faucet. You want the water? Go to the faucet and turn it on. It's fucking common sense. Or go find a rich relative, which Aaron ain't got no more because we're going broke. What?
All right.
Better remember that birthday. It cost me a fortune for that birthday, and it's the last big birthday you'll ever have. Because after 14, all that birthday shit is bullshit. Oh, my birthday. Oh, what do you blow out a candle? Big deal. That's baby shit. That was your last birthday. That was your big bazoom. That's it. From now on, don't bother me.
Right. My
birthdays.
next birthday is I can go off on my own for my next birthdays.
All right. Let's get into reality.
Anyways,
okay?
David, thank you for the
reality.
$19.99. He said, Ben, you always say contact or fall for everything. I've been trying to connect you with a telecommunications broker for 5G towers.
Okay, listen, I've been looking. Somebody sent me something. Is that the guy? You sent me something. I went and contacted somebody. I went to American Towers today and sent them a message. I'm going to go to some other place. I've been working on that. I was actually working on it today for a little time I had. But I have been trying, so I'm trying. If you got any more suggestions, let me know. All right, but he has given me the information I am looking into. I gave a company today, American Tower, a list of all the hotels I got. So because it said rooftop. And I clicked on rooftop. I gave them the addresses. Hopefully they can come back and want to put some fucking towers on my buildings. I hope. I need the money. I got a 20-story building in Orlando. Take the fucking Globe down and put a fucking tower up there. The Globe ain't paying us shit. I'll do it.
All right, LV, thank you for the $10. He said, just purchase a 2-family duplex side by side for $400,000. Each unit is worth $350,000 as a single family. Should I convert and refinance right away?
He bought a duplex. For how much?
Duplex side by side for $400,000.
$400,000, but they're attached, aren't they? Or no?
Says each unit is worth $350,000 as a single family.
Well, if you just bought something as a single family, I don't know. But if he bought something for 400, it's worth 700, then you hit a freaking home run. Okay? You definitely need to run to the bank to try to get all your money out of it, number one, or take more than your money. I don't know how quick they'll let you do that, but you're sitting in a great position. You got a lot of options. You can sell the goddamn thing, take the $300,000 and walk away too. I mean, it depends on what cash flow it's going to get you. But you definitely need to refi, get all your money out of the property. You want to be in real estate, use the bank's money. Keep yours in your own bank pocket. All right? That's the ideal best thing about real estate. Using somebody else's money to make money. Okay? Owning real estate is no big friggin' thrill. There's nothing emotional about it. It's all about making money. Okay? And the less money you got in the deal that's making you money, the better.
All right, Leaves, thank you for the $5. He said, here's $5 because you called me cheap for the 2.
Okay, you're not so cheap. You're just a cheapskate.
Ziggy, thank you for the $4.99. He said, how did Ben scale your real estate business?
How did you scale it? You scale it. You scale it. You just keep doing it. You find what works and you keep working it. That's what I did. Found one deal, work, do another one. Find another one, find another. You just keep doing deals. I mean, it's common sense. You just got to keep pushing. You don't push, you don't get nowhere. What else?
All right, Dom, thank you for the $4.99. He said, hi, Ben. I'm a 20-year-old small business owner, mobile detailing. What is the faster way I can get into real estate?
Mobile detailer for how much? 20-year-old mobile detailer. Yeah. We have a 20-year-old mobile detailer.
He's asking, what is the faster way I can get into real estate?
Listen, you got to be able to do what everybody else does, okay? You got to document your income. You got to go and find a bank and lay your cards on the table and say, this is who I am. This is everything I got. Run my goddamn credit. How much can you below me? All right? That's what you got to do. I hope you got to keep books and records and income and expenses on your business. You can't, everybody tries to get away with, not reporting their income. In the long run, you might be okay for a minute, but, you might feel good and smart. Oh, I got away with something. You didn't get away with shit. All you did was cut your goddamn life off in your future. Okay? So the few bucks you're saving right now, not documenting and not paying taxes and not running yourself like a real business, you're going to be screwed in the long run. Okay? Because you're not playing by the rules. If you play by the rules, you win. Okay? If you're a mobile detailer, document your income, run it like a real business, put all that money in the bank, pay your damn taxes, write off your expenses, go to a bank, run your credit, get approved for something. Whatever it is, take whatever they give you at first, and then work on from there.
Nice. All right, let's machine this. Thank you for the $2.99. He said, let me know. Maybe I can CNC machine you something.
Maybe he can do what?
I don't know. CNC.
You don't know.
Shagad M. Shagad H.
Aaron don't
thank you for the
know. You're really in
$20.
trouble because he normally understands cuckoos. What?
He said, real talk, how much percentage return on your money have you been getting for the last 30 years from your real estate ventures? I'm only asking because the stock market has returned 8.25% yearly compounded returns since 1825.
Get that 8.25%, okay? I bought buildings for $17 million and I flipped them for $30 million, okay? Hotels. I make millions of dollars on money that's not even mine, the bank's money. So forget about that 8% return. The 8% return and all that shit is good to put away your nest egg and to have on the side. But if I'm going to be out there making money, you tell me what the return is when I have no money invested in a property and make $5 million off it. What return is that? Infinite. There is no return. It's just my sweat. Who are we talking to? We talking to a recorder?
We got a caller.
We have a caller.
Hey, my name's Glenn, and I'm actually looking to getting into real estate within the next couple of months. And I make around $200,000 a year. And I was wondering, maybe getting into real estate in the Hudson Valley on New York. Would it be worth getting in now, or waiting during the bubble is done, or what do you think?
I mean, do you have the ability to get into real estate? But number one, are you paying rent right now? What are you doing?
I own an apartment here in Jersey, actually, and I'm paying $19.20.
You got an apartment in Jersey. You own it, right?
No, I rent it. Try and get out of it.
Well, you want to get into real estate. The first step is to stop paying rent and own something, because the rent you're paying goes into somebody else's pocket and gives you no benefit. So right now you're missing out on writing off your mortgage on your taxes, and you're giving away a big piece of change, I know, in taxes with the feds in the state and where you live. So, right now you need to focus on stop paying rent. Now, if you can go out there and score a duplex or something where you can live in it and rent out a part of it, that's a good way to get started in real estate. Maybe you'll find an opportunity like that. But, for right now, your number one priority's got to be to stop paying rent and go out and get a mortgage. How's your credit? Your credit's good, right?
Yeah, my credit's like 670, but it's better than most.
All right. Well, I don't know. You need to talk to a banker. The bank is your key to your future. Okay? So you need to hurry up and to go to the bank. If they won't give you a loan right now, they will definitely tell you why they won't give you a loan and what you got to do to get a loan. Okay? And try to go FHA if you never bought before. You don't need a big down payment. And in New York, I hate to even think about what the fucking FHA limits are. They must be tremendous.
Yeah, they're really big. In the city, it's up to 800,000. In the Hudson Valley, it's up to 380,000.
Well, based on you making $200,000 a year, you probably qualify for about $500,000. Well, I don't know. You got to go and find out what you qualify for. Go lay your cards on the table with a banker and say, "Here, what do I qualify for an FHA loan?" That's what you should be doing tonight.
Yeah.
You go online and do it. You go to LendingTree. You go to Quicken. You can go to a bank. There's a million people out there waiting to loan you money, and you ain't doing it.
Sure. You got me there.
All right. Well, good luck to you. Take care. And then where
Thank
you
brother.
go
Shalom.
is up to you. Shalom Aleichem. A Jew that don't borrow money? Oh, my God. You better not tell nobody that because they'll kick you out of being a Jew. You're not allowed to be a Jew unless you're either borrowing or loaning. You got to do two things if you're Jewish. Borrow money or loan money. You ain't doing neither. You better keep that a secret. All right, good luck. Take care.
Take care, brother.
Go to Borough Park. All right, what else?
All right, David, thank you for the $4.99. He said, I have $400,000 in government bonds. Bank will only give $200,000 loan at 1.9. Is it worth keeping? Bought in September to hedge against stock positions. $400,000 making zero.
He's got $400,000 in government loan, government
bonds. Yes.
That don't sound right to me. You need to find another fucking person that's holding your bonds. You better go talk to a real company like A.G. Edwards, Merrill Lynch, anybody, Wells Fargo, investment section there, wealth management they call it. Well, welcome to wealth management, where we'll help you manage your wealth, which they actually do. Because they help you borrow money. You become part of the family. When you go to a bank and you give them a large sum of your life, you're giving your trust in them with your life to hold it. They don't even make money off of you really that much. But you become part of that family. It gives you some clout, to get a loan from them. It's about relationships. You got to give and then you can take. But you can't take without giving, like Aaron does.
Anyways, Double Defense, thank you for the $9.99. He said, I got your attention. I'm going to get in touch with Nothing is Free. It is a green drink. You'll be killer on it.
I hate green drinks. They always make my stomach hurt. My mother used to drink a green drink. She'd sit there in a bar. My mother used to take me to a fucking bar where she'd go out drinking, I'd sit there and she'd give me some change to go play a stupid machine. I'd sit around while she's drinking fucking grasshoppers. It was a fucking drink. I hate those drinks. I hate green drinks because it reminds me of my mother dragging me to bars when I was a little kid with all these degenerates around while she's drinking fucking green grasshoppers. You goddamn... Ooh, I almost called it a B word, which she deserves to be called. Anyway, get her on the fucking phone. I've had it with her.
All right. Hey.
Call your grandmother for me because I'm not talking to her. Right. Then she can bitch you out.
Alec, thank you for the $5. He said, are you a fan of new construction triple net? If so, any extra steps to take or look out for?
I love new construction triple net because if you could buy a triple net like I bought that Dunkin' Donuts, that's why I bought it, because it was brand spanking new. What does that mean? That means the building's brand new. Everything's brand new. The lease goes out. You're at the beginning of a fucking 10, 15-year lease. So, I'll pay a little more for a triple net deal that's brand spanking new, especially with a good tenant in there. So I'm brand new. What else can you ask for? You buy a business and the building's freaking brand new, the roof and everything's great. It's fabulous. What else?
Work Installations, thank you for the £2. He said, what would be your ideal retirement?
I don't
Kudos
want 2
to
pounds. I got
Aaron.
enough weight. I'm trying to lose weight, and you're giving me goddamn pounds? What?
He said, what will be your ideal retirement? Kudos to Aaron.
Ideal of retirement? I was ready to friggin' retire, but COVID came in and screwed everything up. Now little Ben's got a handle on everything. He can call me. You got a problem? Call me. That's my retirement. I'll be on my boat. I'll go here. I'll go there, and everything. But my idea is that I have to wake up in the morning and worry about all the friggin' money we're losing.
All right, David, thank you for the $4.99. He said, how much money will it take for us to get happy on a podcast?
I don't know, but I want to plan an event. I'm going to call him tomorrow. It's too late tonight. I wonder if it's enough notice to give. When does your crazy spring break start? On the 19th, a Friday?
On the 19th, yeah.
Maybe that's a Friday. I was thinking maybe the day before on a Thursday, like on the 18th. Can I get people to come to Tampa on a Thursday? We'll hang out. You rent a room there Thursday night. We'll party down at the Sheraton, 4 Points, that great hotel. We'll have a party. Aaron will do something. I don't know. Aaron will pour you water, and we'll have a good event, and that would be great. I wonder if we can hurry. We got enough time to do that. 18 days notice for people. People willing to fly in. Wear a mask. Okay, wear a mask. Get a vaccine. Come on down.
It's a Thursday, so I don't know, 3 weeks.
Oh, I know, but that's the night I need fucking help in hotels, either a Sunday or a Thursday. Because I can't expect people to come Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, probably. All right, we'll move on to that.
All right, Fat Boy Lifestyle, thank you for the $9.99. He said, Father Ben, what's your take on South Beach, Miami? I've never seen so many condos on sale at once, and
right
most
now,
under $200,000. I'm thinking of grabbing one and posting it on Airbnb. What do you think?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, everybody's saying, "Oh my God, they're all flocking here, and everything's selling bullshit." The realtors are bullshitting down in South Florida because most people in South Florida are bullshitters. I was down there. I'm starting to see prices coming down on condos in South Beach. All right, like some of the smaller ones especially. Where everybody wanted $200 a unit. Now you're buying them for I've seen them for $150 even. Maybe it was like North Beach, but it's still close enough. As long as you're on that island there of Miami, where you cross the bridge in that whole separate island where South Beach and North Beach are, it's always going to be a good place, I think, to invest as long as you get a good deal and you're sure you can rent it out and sure you got the money coming in. If you think you're going to make it on the Airbnb, then go for it. But, make sure nobody rents it. You can still cover your note, your nut, your butt. Your nut, your butt.
LOL, hi. He said,
cover your nut and your butt.
LOL, thank you for the $4.99. He said, well, we want to add story to our one-story brick house, approximately 1,000 square feet. We live in Maryland, so we want an idea of how much per second story.
It depends. You got to hire somebody who has a history of doing additions like that. Find out what they're going to charge you per square foot. You're going to have to, a lot of it's going to determine on the finishes that you have. You're going to go high end, you're going to go middle end, you're going to go low end, you're going to put in a lot of plumbing. The big money, framing and flooring and the roof is not that big of a deal. That's a shell. But the big money comes when you start running the plumbing and elaborate electrical and shit like that. Get bids. Find people and make sure you check their references. Don't hire Joe Schmo. Check the references, talk to people that they've actually done work for. Because if they did a good job for somebody, that person's happy, and they're going to tell you how happy they are. Okay? But, if it makes sense and you can build for $100 or $150 a square foot, and then if the price of houses is $250 a square foot, you just made $100 a square foot. All right? It always pays to build on normally. All right? Maryland, I would think it pays, as long as it's not Baltimore.
Nice.
What else?
Renee, thank you for the $5. He said, what do you gain from having bonds as collateral to get a mortgage instead of paying all cash?
What? All right. The point is this. I'd rather get a mortgage because the property is paying for the collateral. I'm borrowing against the property. I only borrow against the bonds, if I need money quick or, if it's the only choice I have, if I'm over leveraged or if I can't get any equity out of my properties and I got to buy something, I run to the bonds. But the bonds, I borrow against them when I can't borrow quickly or I don't have the equity. It's a choice you have to make, and sometimes you're forced to borrow against your bonds because you ain't got no equity to tap into the properties. But it's always best to borrow from the property, and leave your bonds alone. That's your money, baby. That's your war chest. What else?
French Bulldog, thank you for the $2.99. He said interest only on deals for as long as possible.
Always. Beg. Do whatever you can. I was begging today. I was not begging, but I finally begged and I got what I wanted. I'm filing paperwork today, extending my interest only because of the situation we're in. You know, I don't know. I'm a firm believer on interest only because unless you're one of those people that are counting on that property being your retirement and having all that money 20 years from now to go run to, then, you know, that depends on your situation, your life. But me, I'd rather pay as little as I can every month and collect as much as I can. I want more coming in and as little as possible going out. That's life, you know. That's what you call cash flow.
All right. IGH Properties, thank you for the $300.
Ding, 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 ding. IGH, where the hell were you last week when we needed you? I appreciate it. They're great. That's our number one listener is IGH Properties.
He said, Ben, are we going to have that event in March or what? Aaron, how is your birthday? And how is the contest going, Rafal? Any winners?
When are you going to put some videos out of the people? You got any videos? At least give somebody a teaser. Something.
All right, I will show you the last 4 we got. Were pretty good.
All right, we saw the couple you showed me were really good. The problem is we had this one great soldier. This guy is out in the middle of the friggin' desert, Afghanistan somewhere, actually shooting off 50 caliber guns, loading them and shooting them. And while he's doing that, he's making the video. You know, it was hilarious. But the problem with him is he don't need us. He's a VA. He's a veteran. He's in the service. He can get no money down. So, unfortunately, he don't qualify because he's VA, not FHA, and he don't need no money. But it was a great video. I really want to send him a personal thank you. We'll show everybody that video. You need to start putting some of that stuff out there.
Yes, sir.
But we need the FHA approval to go with the video to pick you.
And we got a caller.
We have a caller.
Ben Mallah, what's up, baby?
What's up?
Not much, man. Hey, 30 years old, flipping houses out here in northern Indiana. I'm dealing with tons of cash. I got I own a house that I live in, which is worth about $360. Own it cash, fully renoed, living in it, right? And I've never had loans. I've paid cash for cars, and I went to the bank to go start the process of doing a HELOC that I heard, that you were talking about. So because I want to pull cash out and keep flipping, right, and keep getting deals and making money. So just getting my 2 years of tax return, and but somehow my fucking credit score is is garbage, 640.
Why would a guy sitting on the kind of money you are in real estate have a shitty credit score?
I don't know. I was an engineer at Ford, then I quit and did this full time, and I'm just all in.
Listen,
man.
You need to get a copy of your credit report. Get a copy of your credit report and sit down and see what's wrong with it. There's got to be something wrong somewhere. All right?
Yeah.
There's got to be something wrong. You need to get that credit score up a little.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Because I'm waiting on my tax lady to get these taxes done so I can go to the bank and just kind of argue with them, saying, hey, I have $310K in the bank.
How much is your credit score?
Just what is it?
Is the bank bitching about your credit score?
Not yet, because I'm waiting.
Don't worry about it.
2 years of taxes.
All right,
okay.
give the bank what they need. Give the bank everything they want, and then worry about it when you got to worry about it. Sit down, give them everything they want, and then sit down with them and say, okay, what's the story here? How much will you give me on a HELOC on this house that's worth $360,000? All right, when they start telling you, they're going to tell you, well, we want to see this paid off your credit report or this or that. Get busy, give them returns, and find out if you may not even have a problem. Who knows?Maybe something on your credit score is the reason why it's down. Maybe you had inquiries. I don't know. But don't worry about it right now. Worry about it when the bank tells you to worry about it.
Right.
So
okay, because I had a personal credit card, and I bank with Chase, and they were fucking me around one time, so I threatened to leave, and then I left, and then they came back and was being all nice to me, so I went back, but I never. You think not having a personal credit card dropped it that much?
No. The only thing that hurts your credit is when you don't pay on something and it's reported. That's what hurts your
Weird.
credit.
Okay.
All right, go sit down and look at every single line on your credit report. See what the hell it's saying. Who knows? You know, the bank might see something and say, "Oh, that don't matter." Just keep your stuff. Hurry up and give the stuff to the bank and find out how much you get on that HELOC. Okay.
Definitely. Well, one last thing. So you put yourself in my shoes. So I got 310 in the bank, and then the equity that I'll get from here or whatever they give me. When do I make my change to commercial?
Whenever you can find a deal that makes sense, and you need to hurry up and get that goddamn HELOC so you can start establishing some sort of credibility with banks.
Right.
You need to go find a deal that makes sense. What are you buying now? Houses and renting them? Flipping them? What?
Houses and flipping them in like a really nice suburb out here.
Well, let me tell you, if that shit works, keep doing it. And then if you see a commercial deal, then do that too. But don't stop doing whatever can make you money. You got to do whatever opportunities you have, easiest opportunities. Go for whatever's still easy to make money, and then start looking for commercial deals. But you better go straighten out you need a lending relationship. Hurry up and work on your lending.
I do.
Right?
Ben, can I ask you one more question?
Hurry up, goddammit.
God, you're the best. So I get these houses from the foreclosure, right? The sheriff sale, because they are just killer out here. The margin's awesome. So talk me through this. I buy them, I renovate and I flip them. But how do I buy them, renovate, and then rent them, and then cash out refinance? Would that be the same thing as like the HELOCs that I'm doing with my current residence?
I think HELOCs are for personal residences, but
okay.
Check with the bank. The point is, once you start borrowing from the bank, they're going to tell you what they can do. They're going to tell you what you can do. You got to get in the game, all right? Get in the game of borrowing money. The thing is, if you refinance and you cash flow, eventually you should be able to pull all your money out and still have a cash flow, hopefully. But you're probably not going to make the big payoff quickly like you do by flipping. You're flipping, you're making big chunks of money, You sit around cash flow $800 a month. What's the average money you make on a flip? 50 grand?
So the smaller houses are about 30, and then the bigger ones, are about 50.
All right, so there you go. If you're cash flowing a few $100 a month, it's going to take you 10 years to make that 30 grand. So you're probably smart by flipping in that price range. But hurry up and go start borrowing money so you can do a lot more, and you can do bigger deals. You can't do shit without the bank's money.
When do I change to rentals? Because I want that long-term wealth, right? Or just
you change to rentals when you buy something where it makes sense, and making sense makes dollars. If you find something where you're going to pay, where you say, oh, well, there's not much money in a flip here, but because interest rates are low, I can make $500 a month, then you do it.
Right.
You diversify. Yeah. You have everything. You flip, you rent, you look for commercial deals. You got a lot of shit to do, man. You're sitting around bullshit talking to me when you got a lot of shit to do.
No shit.
All
yeah.
right.
So you would say $500 a month, or cash flow on top of mortgage would be pretty fundamental.
Well, yeah. As a minimum, I would have. I wouldn't want to get involved with nothing minimum $500 a month. Okay. And then eventually, hopefully, whatever appreciation you get on the house, a year down the road, you can refinance it, and hopefully, maybe if you score a good deal, you'll get all your money out of it. Now you got $300 or $500 a month coming in with none of your money invested. That's the goal.
Exactly.
The goal is cash flow without your own dough.
Yeah, that's what well, then what would you do with, all this capital?
You keep buying more shit. Then you buy a 10-unit building or a 20-unit building.
All down payment.
Or you'd be a schmuck like me and go out and buy 1,000 fucking apartments one day like I did.
Holy shit.
You do what you want to do.
You're the man.
All right, good luck to you.
I'll build those relationships.
Get the returns into the bank and get approved. Go, get the ball rolling.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Thanks, Ben. Love you guys, man.
Love you
too.
Yeah.
And if you need to talk to Ben, you can always get a consult with Ben on benmallah.com/shop. You can get a 10 or 15-minute phone call with Ben.
And you get to talk to Rafal, too.
You get a text and call from me as well.
In fact, if you want, Rafal will talk to you also, but pay a lot less.
Yeah, I'll take $10.
I don't think you'll want to hear what he's got to say.
I'll speak in Polish for you.
Yeah, he'll do the Polish for you.
I'll translate.
All right, what else we got, Aaron?
Danny, thank you for the $9.99. He said, since the Tampa event, I found an investor who's mentoring me on getting started in real estate. He's paying me to do his day-to-day activities. Thank you for inspiring me.
Yeah, thank you. I'm really glad it helped that you came and you met somebody or you got something cooking. That's great. But make sure your goal is to become him. All right? That's what I did when I was 21. I worked for a guy. You know, he gave me an opportunity, and eventually I bought his ass out. Now he's sitting around doing nothing, and I went big time on his ass. No, he's a great guy, and Mark Wilton. He's enjoying
Mark Wilton.
Mark Wilton. All right, you know, ride the coattail, baby. Ride the coattail. What else you got?
Let's machine this. Thank you for the $4.99. He said your iPad you're holding is CNC machined. I will do it for free. Rafal, you know about?
Yeah, I know CNC. I have a CNC mill as well, but I mean, how about you can make us a mold for like a Ben Mallah case for
There you
iPhone
go.
case
Make
or
me
something.
a mold. Mold me, baby. Mold me.
And then Ben will buy a injection molding machine, and then we can make cases, make money that way.
Very good.
Very good.
There we go.
I found a sandwich in my
You
car.
heard
I
it
had
first.
mold on it. No, I'm just kidding.
All right, Solomon, thank you for the $5. He said, Ben, I need a 2-month lease anywhere in Florida, preferably the near the coast. What you got for me, Ben? June and July, maybe August too.
Get a hold of us. I got Fort Lauderdale. I got Orlando. I got Tampa. Take your pick. Get a hold of me. I'll set you up wherever you want to go.
Ask Ben on benmod.com.
All right? Get the message. I'll contact you. Send your number in the Rafal. We need bodies in those rooms.
All right,
we need to
3
dirty
nines.
up some sheets, baby. I'm tired of looking at clean sheets. I want these sheets dirty. If they're dirty, that means they're paying.
All right, 3 nines. Thank you for the $4.99. He said, for a triple net lease, does the tenant pay their rent and pay for the maintenance? Roof/structure, insurance, RE tax, and utilities? Is rent basically all profit?
Listen, you want a whole education on triple net. You got different types of triple nets. You got your 1N, you got your 2N, you got your 3N. Okay? If it's the 3N, even then, sometimes you're still responsible for the roof, but nothing else, or the structure. It depends on the deal. You got single net, double net, triple net. All right? And the more they take care of and the less you got to worry about, typically, the less you're going to make. But you got no headaches. The more you worry about, the more you're going to make. Okay? That's the way it works. It's a give and take. So, every deal's different, but check out every deal and figure out which one works for you. I'll take on all types. Depends on the property. Look at John's Pass. That's a triple net deal, but I got 25 tenants over there driving me nuts and all kinds of shit going on. By the way, we're having problems running those damn units. We're having problems with housekeeping for 10 units by itself. I might have to turn that shit over to a company. All right, I'll deal with that later. What else?
Chris B, thank you for the $4.99. Let's mechanic this. Thank you again for the $1.99. He said, I'll make a video out of it.
Hey, I'm trying to call little Ben. I haven't spoken to him today. I know he had to go to Palm Beach to do an appraisal on a building we're buying.
I can try to give him a call, and we have somebody got a fast pass. We're going to call him in a second.
All right, call him in a second. Fast pass. Get your fast pass here. It's like going to the amusement park. Everyone always has to get the fast pass because he's too lazy to wait online. I want to get the fast pass. I want to get the fast pass.
I never go to amusement parks. I've only been to amusement park once in the last, or twice in the last couple of years.
Named Lazy.
Anyways, free host Sama, thank you for the $5. He said, Ben, how much over would you offer for a house, dream house, etc.? You love that is not for sale. Current owner paid 1.25.
I don't
get
understand what he's trying to do. Is he trying to buy his dream house? If you're going to buy something and there's emotional attachment to it,
yes,
then you're going to pay. Okay? You're going to have to pay, but then if you're going to get pleasure out of it, you only live once. You might as well live good, I mean, why did I buy this big-ass house right here? Why? Was it emotional? Partly, but it was also good value. I got lucky. I got both.
Johnny Mueller, thank you for the $5.
Johnny Mueller. Not Mallah, but Mueller.
And we're trying to get the call.
Hello.
Hey, this is Todd Finney. How are you?
I don't know. How are you?
Well, I'm having the time of my life on the phone with you and little Ben. We're going to put the future of theme parks in your house.
In my house? I don't think I can fit a theme park inside my house. Not that big.
Yep. Yep, it's a 10 by 10 footprint with all the best rides in the world. And Ben, if you dare, I have the scariest ride in the world. We'll see if you can survive the giant swing, scarier than the slingshot. You know it. It's all over. You've seen it on YouTube.
Are we talking about like virtual stuff? Are you a virtualist?
Yep. And I have Oculus theme parks, and we all know Mark bought Oculus, and Mark owns Facebook, and Oculus is his second baby. So
why don't you bring it to John's Pass? Why don't you bring it to John's Pass?
Well, absolutely.
Well, then come on down and show us what you
100%.
can do and pitch it to us, and we'll set it up at John's Pass on the boardwalk. Come on down. Let's do it.
And at every hotel you have.
All right, let's do it.
I have the highest ticket value season passes, and I leverage this to give away that value to book your rooms. So get excited.
I'm excited.
Okay?
Let's go. Let's do it. Bring it on.
Exactly. Thank you. We got it. And
all right.
I'm looking at you and your son, and you guys are going to be doing more than you can imagine. We're going to put the Garden of Edens all over the world and give away the best food for free.
As long as we ain't giving away the drugs you're taking. But contact us at Durafal.
Well,
and let us know what the hell you're selling.
I live an organic, healthy lifestyle, and I've drank over a gallon plus of purified water every day for
very good,
16
very
years in
good.
a row.
Maybe you're over purified.
Exactly. So I'm on a. Well, actually, I'm on.
Maybe you need a little dirt in your life.
So.
Maybe you need some dirt in that purification. Let's dirty things up. Now, seriously, get a hold of us. Show us what you're talking about. Bring it down if it's got to do with tourism. We'll put it on hotels. We'll put it on John's Pass, and we'll make some goddamn money.
Absolutely, John's Pass, all your hotels, and I have the Future of Tourist guides to add as well for marketing all your hotels, and then the Future of Printing to add, because every tourist, we print all of their photos right from their cell phone. They text 5 minutes or less. I print anything on anything, cell phone case with their family photo.
Money. How about
my
money?
Goodness.
Can you print me some goddamn money?
Pardon?
Print me some money. I need
Well,
money.
it is printing money. Listen, my theme park machine prints $20 a person a ride, the highest ticket value in the world,
all right.
Printing money. So, yes.
I'll be waiting to hear from you. What's your name?
Todd Finney.
Todd Finney. All right. I'll be looking for your email tomorrow so we can set something up. Thank you. Have a good night.
Absolutely. The future of theme parks. Get excited. Newer and cooler than Disney, Universal, and SeaWorld combined.
All right. Let's do it.
2 years and older can ride.
I'll be,
finally, people with vertigo can enjoy no side effects.
Hey, you can do a free Willie, and I'll be Willie. All right, take care.
Well, we'll have a 360 camera with you that'll record you and your whole life all around you, and we can be walking around as Ben Mallah recording you. And, of course, we'll have 360 camera tours of all your rooms, because every guest is going to want to have the future tour and see, your properties in a 360 experience, real simple and easy. We're going to add events to your properties if they have the ability, which I think they do. We can be putting in.
All right. We got to talk about this.
Great
Everybody else
events,
don't want to hear about all this bull stuff. Me and you need to have a serious talk.
I know.
All right. All right. Get a hold of us. Let's do it. Thank you. All right. Very
Oculus
good.
theme park.
Oculus. What the fuck is that?
Oculus is I have one actually upstairs. It's the virtual
that
reality
thing where you put on
headset.
the big giant fucking things.
Made by
Darth
Facebook.
Vader. I'm Darth Vader. I'm an Oculus machine.
They're actually really
I
cool.
see everything.
Really
Yeah.
realistic.
Very good. We'll put them in every room. Okay.
And a lot of people have
And how much are they?
a lot. And that's just for I have one of the cheaper ones.
Maybe we'll think about taking a room and making, instead of an arcade, we'll do an Oculus room. Come, we'll name the Hotel Oculus.
It's actually a good name, Oculus.
Yeah, Oculus. Sounds perverted to me. All that Greek shit. They're the ones that started all that crazy perversion crap. All the Romans and the Greeks. It's true. I mean, they were nuts back then. You're too young to even know about it. Hello.
No, that was Ben Jr.
Ben Jr.'s not answering his
not
phone. He's been
answering
on a plane. He's probably still on a plane. He had to go to Palm Beach. He had to go to Fort Lauderdale. I thank God that his ass is running around instead of me. What else we got? Anything, Aaron?
Well, for last super chats, let's
Yep, one
machine
more super
this.
chat.
Thank you for $1.99. Mold, no problem. Send me the 3D model. So I can do that one.
All
that
right.
Part. So
I need somebody to mold my Mustang pool tables. Anybody want to buy a pool table? Go to carpooltables.com, baby. We got Mustangs, we got Chevys, we got Camaros. Got a classic man cave pool table in your house today.
All right,
else?
and that was the last super chat, the last call for tonight.
All right, folks, it's been fun. It's been nice. I got to get some rest because I got to deal with some shit tomorrow. All right, adios, amigos.
See ya.
Adios.
Peace.